Janelle Higgins. Thanks for joining me for STL TV Live. Have you ever thought about raising your own chickens? Well, Linda and Guy from Backyard Chickens join us in the studio now to teach us how to do just that. So Linda and Guy, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Janelle. Glad to be here.
Well, good, and we're happy to have you guys here because I saw this online when I was looking for guests, and I was like, raising your own chickens? Really? People do that? And Guy, you've been doing it for years, right?
Most of my life. Grew up raising chickens for meat and eggs, and I've been doing it where I live now for quite a few years. My family's been raising chickens since the 1800s in Blackjack.
And it's amazing because I don't think when people live in the city they think of raising chickens, but Linda, you were a part of a group that made this happen for residents in Richmond Heights, right?
That's correct. We had a law passed, it's been a year now, just at a year, maybe 14 months. And Richmond Heights residents can have 5 chickens, only chickens, no roosters are allowed. And but there's a lot of work that someone needs to do before they can actually get their chickens. And we are having the seminar for Guy here to talk with everyone about best ways to prepare for and what to expect when you're expecting backyard chickens.
When you're expecting, yes, I love that. When you're expecting chickens, though, not a baby, obviously. Yeah. And so can you just tell us, Guy, if someone is interested in doing this, what is the first step they should take to make this happen?
Research, buy a book, build your coop before you get your chickens, because they grow fast. So even if you start with baby chicks, in 4 or 5 weeks, they're going to outgrow whatever space you have. So you have to have your coop ready. There's a lot of good books out there, so resources are all over. There's great forums. We have a group called meetup.com, STL Chickens, and we have nearly 450 members. There's also a forum called backyardchickens.com with 170,000 members worldwide. So there's great resources available for information. But have your coop ready, do your research, and figure out what kind of chickens fit your personality.
And there's a picture of a coop right there on the screen. So is that your pretty standard coop that someone could expect to have in their backyard if they want to do this?
It's about average, yes. That's one of our members that lives in Kirkwood.
Oh, and look at that little chick. Who wouldn't want some of those in their backyard, right?
Right.
Now, they are cute, but this isn't just about having a cute animal in your backyard, right? There are lots of benefits to it. Can you guys talk about some of the benefits?
Well, they're one of the pets that feeds you breakfast and occasionally Sunday dinner, but they do make great pets. They're homebodies, so they're great for a small backyard. They don't want to venture too far away from their coop, and they work really well. They're a great extension of backyard gardening. They help you garden, they eat bugs, they eat weeds, weed seeds, and they provide great fertilizer via compost.
So there's a lot of benefits to them that can save you money in the long run, right?
They can save you money if you consider the fertilizer, the help with gardening. They also like tomatoes and tender greens. So when those things are growing, you want to keep them out of the garden. But over time, they're a benefit if you consider buying organic pastured eggs at the grocery store. Eventually, you'll recoup your initial costs.
Sure. And so, Linda, when again is this seminar going to be where people can hear much more from Guy about how to get this whole thing started?
It's going to be on Saturday, March 30th at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it'll be at the Heights, which is a community center on Dell Avenue.
And so why did you guys decide to work so hard to get an ordinance like this passed? Why did you think this would be something people in Richmond Heights should have the ability to be able to do?
Well, it's all part of the sustainable living movement and growing your own, knowing what's going into your food, being sure that your eggs that you're eating are not being produced in these commercial chicken facilities. I don't know if you've seen these horrible pictures about how they're all cooped in and never see the light of day. And also there are great benefits to letting your children see how chickens are raised, knowing where their food comes from, that type of thing. And just any sort of pet, including a chicken, is a stress reliever.
Sure, yeah,
So-
and it's a great thing to do, and we're going to talk much more about it in our next segment. So stay with us here on STL TV Live. We'll be back with more backyard chicken talk right after this.